All right, so I decided to record this because I was talking about this play with one of my mentees, and I think it's a good lesson that we could learn from this. So first and foremost, my reason for getting the play, and I'm showing you on the micros because it just looks cleaner right now. You see this 5 minute bullish OB. I need a price to react in the upper half of this OB for me to be convinced, and I saw it consolidating in here, and then I just been waiting for some energy, meaning like some fair value gaps on the lower time frames to show me like, okay, it's probably time to get in now because a 5 minute OB should take me to the what? The 5 minute highs. And so I don't necessarily need to snipe the bottom. This happened during the lunch hour. I know lunch hour is typically consolidation, like you see. So now we're finally about to leave lunch hour as it's about to be 1 o'clock in what, maybe 20 seconds. It's about to be 1 o'clock p.m. All right, so first and foremost, my first target is gonna be the highs on this 5 minute chart. All right, so that's for one. That's why I'm in this current play, and I believe in my play. That's why I'm not really necessarily watching it all close. You see, it's going well so far, but and I'll get into details on the entry and all of that. But let's just keep talking about rationale, like why are we in this play? So first and foremost, it's always important to pay attention to the higher time frame. You guys may remember in the Discord yesterday, I said I'm looking. I didn't move this arrow, right? This is the exact same arrow I had from when I made the screenshot yesterday. I'm looking for price to come into this BISI, and we should be able to use this BISI right here to take us back above all-time highs. And I still believe that, and it's reacting beautifully. So I'm expecting more upside from there. As I said this morning, if we happen to get a closure under 50% of this BISI, that's when I would go bearish. But anything above 50% of this, everything above the 50% of this BISI, I'm bullish on, especially the BISI I really was targeting. So I'm gonna go ahead and erase this because clearly price is not going there anyways. So now coming into today, what did I say? I said confirmation from a daily POI such as daily BISI, and notice that we engineered liquidity into this move. And so let me make a side note and say we always like to see an engineering of liquidity into a POI. So we engineer, run into the POI, and then we distribute to the other side. Telltale sign that we're going to use a POI. All right, so anyways, you see that happen, and then the next thing you know, we get hourly BISIs. Two of them. We got one right there. We got another hourly BISI above. This hourly BISI above is the highly probable one to me. If we come to this, we need, when I say need, we absolutely need to hold the most, upper parts of this BISI right here. But ideally, I don't want price down here anyways. So I love the fact that we're reacting to the top BISI, which is what I expected. And within that area, let's go to the 15 minute. And by the way, the 4 hour what would be lovely is if we could continue making this bullish fair value gap in a 4 hour. Now we still have 58 minutes to go. It looks like we're gonna end up making a 4 hour bullish fair value gap. Beautiful. So notice that we went from daily to the 4 hour to the hourly. I mean, the weekly is self-explanatory. We're already coming off of a weekly BISI. So right now we're just extending. So weekly has us bullish. I didn't even mean to go here, but I'll show you real quick too. On ES, we've been targeting this 5761.50. So to me, based on the fact that ES has this upside, and mind you, I've been telling you guys about this target since May 15th. So literally down here, I told you that I have ES coming to this yellow line. All right, we already hit the first target. This is my second target. And being that we're so close, I'm convinced in upside on markets. So I told you guys I'm looking to buy every single dip. Now, yesterday, price was let's see what yesterday looked like for people who might not know, who's watching this much later on. Yeah, yesterday was crazy. And in the midst of all the bearishness, it's the 5 minute time frame. In the midst of all the bearishness, I told you guys I am bullish and I'm looking for price to come right to this BISI to take us back to the upside. And so far, so good. All right, so you see that the weekly, back to the topic, you see that the weekly is bullish. You see that the daily is bullish, reacting to our daily POI. The 4 hour creating a 4 hour BISI. The hourly gave us two BISIs already, and we're reacting to the initial, the second one that formed, which is beautiful. That's what I want to see. Now the 15 minute. This red candle is a continuation OB. This red candle is a continuation OB. Notice that we came to that continuation OB, and what are we doing? So far, continuing. All right, bet. Now the 5 minute, I already told you guys the 5 minute, we're react to a 5 minute bullish order block. I know the 5 minute bullish order block looks a little bit different on the micros. So I want you to notice this. On the minis, which is on the left side of my screen, on the minis, is a red candle, a green one, and then a red one. So technically, if I was looking at the minis, I would only be validating this red one down here. And it's funny to see that it actually still came to the minis bullish order block. So I'll take it, I'll take it. That's real funny to see that. Actually, I didn't even notice that. But when I was drawing the play up, I was really just looking at the micros. So you see the micros right here reacted right where I wanted to. Look at that, to the exact tick at the 50% of this bullish order block. And I want you to know why I call this a bullish OB, why I'm highlighting it like this on here versus what I was saying on the minis, where I would have only highlighted the most recent red candle. And that's because on a bullish order block, despite what people incorrectly tell you, a bullish order block is when you have the consecutive candles of the same color. So it has to be red, 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 red. It can't be red, red, green, red. That's not an order block. So that's why I say on the minis, technically I should be highlighting just the most recent red candle, because it needs to be consecutive. All right, now when you look at the micros, this is an example of what I mean. These are consecutive red candles before this impulsive move. And of course, there's other criteria to validating order blocks besides just impulsive moves. Like, there's more that I would say, but that's for a whole different recording. I'm just making a point on why I highlighted my rectangle this way. All right, so word. Now let's keep it moving. So the 5 minute, using a 5 minute OB to take me to these 5 minute highs. All right, so that looks good. Now let's go down to like actually entries. So when you look at the 1 minute, as we came into this area, all right, I'm like, dang, the reaction out of this order block I don't like. So it was making me nervous. Then we had price pop out like this. So I started seeing 1 minute bullish OBs come into the price action. I'm my fault, not bullish OBs. 1 minute bullish fair value gap come into price action. All right. Now, true bullish sentiment is not just forming one, but it's also respecting one, meaning that we not only come into this area, but we need to also leave the area shortly after making bullish fair value gaps, as you can see. So now I'm like, okay, I love this sentiment. So I had a 5 minute POI, which is the bigger area, 5 minute bullish OB. And then I'm waiting for the 1 minute or the 30-second, ideally the 30-second to be honest, either one of them. But once that starts to show me bullishness, then I'll get into the play. So that's my confirmation time frame. So I hope y'all following me. 5 minute POI, I'm confirming with the 30-second or the 1 minute. And so now I got that confirmation. So I entered the play. Now technically I entered a little bit late. I really technically should have been entering somewhere down in here, or somewhere inside of this 1 minute bullish fair value gap. All the above is good. I want you to also notice how everything is just scaled, right? It's like price is fractal. Look how it's doing the same thing over and over. So look at this. This is a 1 minute bullish order block. Notice price retraced into a 1 minute bullish order block. That's the red candle right here. Make sure it's highlighted properly so y'all can see properly. Notice this 1 minute bullish OB price came into that, and now it's popping out with what? Bullish fair value gaps. Lovely, lovely. All right, so you're seeing everything you want to see for a nice bullish move. So let's see how this play out. Obviously, my target is the 5 minute highs, being that it's a 5 minute POI. People were probably concerned with this bearish fair value gap, and I keep telling y'all, stop trying to validate every fair value gap on the chart. This has nothing to do with anything. This is irrelevant. We're gonna fly past this thing. Even if we react a little bit, I don't care, because we're gonna end up pushing right back to the upside. Like if we let's say react and we come back down, we're probably gonna end up using this bullish order block, these two red candles, to take us right back to these highs. Because at the end of the day, the next place price is going, we should be running these highs before we run these lows. Right? We are still bullish. Now I had a mentee say, hey Rel, I feel like I'm worried about this red bearish fair value gap right here, right? This red candle. I'm like, nah, we can react to it, such as this macro that I had caught, that 1150 to 1210 macro. I got in right here, caught the shorts all the way down to here. Cool. We could have a little reaction to that bearish fair value gap from the 4 hour like this. That's understandable. But you should also know that that little reaction is not going to bring us to 4-hour lows. It could react on the 5 minute, like you saw. It can react on a 1 minute. It can react on a 15 minute, whatever you want to say. But it has no real expectation of bringing us to new lows. I'm not worried about that. So in context, and I made a video about this previously on my YouTube, how to know which POIs are important in price action. In context, we're focused on bullish POIs right now, not bearish ones. So please stop validating every fair value gap on your chart, because you're gonna give yourself a headache and you're gonna take a lot of losses. This bearish fair value gap means nothing in context. I could eat my words. We could go to new lows, whatever. But guess what? Next time I see this exact same setup, I'm treating it the same way, because I'd have made a lot of money trading like this. I made a lot of people a lot of money trading like this as well. So when you have weird scenarios, like if price really were to use this SIBI to take us lower right now, if you have a weird scenario like that happen, I'm cool with that, because that's going to be the 1 out of 1,000. But the way it sits right now is looking good for price to continue higher. And just in the super short term, obviously, I'm looking for price to continue higher to run out this yellow line. So with that being said, let's just, pretty much just let it all play out. I'm looking for some good energy in the later parts of this price leg. Somewhere up in this area, I'm looking for some nice energy to take out those highs. I don't really want to see price stagger. We already had, that stagger move at the beginning part. So obviously you got real energetic in the middle. It's consolidating right now. And then I'm looking for another extension to take out the yellow line, which is that buy side liquidity. So we'll watch this play out together, and make sure you subscribe to the channel right now. Right now, as you're watching this, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit the link in my description, because I'm taking mentees. All right, I'm taking mentees for 1 more week, because the mentorship just started this week on Monday. I'm recording this on Friday, so we just now starting. So if you're watching this early enough, just understand that you can join my mentorship still. It's a 4 to 5 month mentorship filled with 30 classes, an hour to 2 hours each. They're live classes. You can ask questions, etc., etc. So if you want to join the mentorship, the link is still in the description. It's not too late. And if you want to join my free community, definitely join the free community, so you get daily updates. We call everything before it happens, not after the fact, before it happens. So with that being said, so she wrote.
Maybe it's the love.